Welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program, everybody. Last time, we got the grasp on some basic game mechanics. And this time, we're going to the moon. We're gonna land on the moon, and we're gonna bring whoever we send back home. And the way that I propose going about this is, okay, we know this platform is good. We haven't tested whether it can actually get to the moon yet, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? I'm hoping the asparagus stalk will see us through. In any case, maybe I'll even add another layer of boosters, because it's hard to say how much you can get into that before things start getting just completely nutso, but a remarkably stable vessel once you space tape it like this. Basically, the plan here is, okay, this will be the return stage. This final stage, right here, let's... Okay. The boosters are cool. That's gonna fuck the staging so bad. Probably. In any case, this is what we're gonna use to return home. That's the final stage, basically. We'll use this to lift off. Maybe we'll even just... Where's the lander feet? We'll go with heavy-duty landing struts 4. Fortunately, this engine is not big, so it should be okay. We will need a ladder. There's actually a specific, like, mobility enhancer ladder telescoping thing. We don't want symmetrical on this, we just want it done right. That's where the ladder should be. Honestly, I think we'll be okay, considering it's the Mun. Let's see, and if we do something like this, we run the risk of ruining everything, and I'm not looking forward to ruining everything. Well, we will slap some photovoltaic panels on it. That's about as far as I'll go with that. Even, you know, it's not necessary. So this lander module, the question is, will it be enough? Will it be enough? I don't know. We will need more. I don't think there's any doubt. 2 more Rockomax standard fuel tanks, and I think another one of these light engines, that'll be good. 1 more decoupler. See, now we're getting tall again. I'm hoping this will see us through our troubles. Now see, it's tall again, which means I think we need a second thing of boosters, same as the first. Oh yeah, this is gonna get needlessly involved real fast. I can feel it in my bones. So I'm gonna mock up something and we'll see how it flies. Well, let's try this, just to see if the Advancement 3 will get up there. Am I missing something? I keep getting this feeling like I'm missing something. Here's hoping I'm not. Let's give it a shot, everybody. I'm sure I'll remember halfway to the moon. Let's see who's up for flight duty today. Oh, the game took its time. Jebediah, a true hero of all Kerman, and I'm sending him up on an experimental craft. I'm a nice guy like that. Okay. Check the staging, check the staging. Okay, the asparagus stalk staging should still be good. We should also correct that error in staging last time, or else this thing ain't gonna get far enough. Because let's see, we have the 6 boosters will fire, then the 7 engines will all fire at the same time. The boosters will clear away. The next stage, engines will fire. Wait. What's that final engine? Where is that? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I'm gonna fiddle with this for a while, everybody. In fact, let's take it back. Recall it to the vehicle, to the VAB, and we will have a look at this and try to make sure that I don't just completely ruin everything forever. Alright. It ought to fly. I'm hoping not to have to mirror these stages too much. Okay, so let's get ready. SAS online. Throttle, get ready to throttle up. As always, it will be loud, and we're going. She's a little heavy off the pad, there's no doubt about that. Flying unstable though. Let's find 90 degrees, it's that way. And we've added weight for no extra immediate thrust. Hopefully it will increase the endurance of the craft though. Jeb's loving it. Let's throttle up that shit. I don't like the stability. Okay, when we clear away the next stage, we'll go to the next stage of our turn. This is not a proper gravity turn. I don't like the noise you're making there, Mr. Rocket. Okay, so stabilizer there. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing this right, but it'll get us into orbit, so hey. And like I said, the asparagoid structure has the good effect of making the craft look awesome. So there's that. Okay, now we're using up less fuel, which means the stages will last longer. That's good. $50,000, that's a somewhat low orbit. Okay, if I take the thrusters off, let's just stay stable. Goodbye. And we now have a full rocket at this height. And I am left to wonder if I did it right. In fact, we should probably be nosing a little more Let's rotate this so it's easier for me. That's really the only... Okay, let's pull up a little bit. There we go, that'll increase what we're doing here. We are moving the mass, we're moving the payload. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Yeah, see, look at that. All we need is an orbit that's decently stable. That's all I need. And we are most assuredly going to get that. Especially with that last standard engine, which is really the heavy lifter, which is all we'll need to make orbit. Okay, cut out for a moment. Now see, moving this thing on just gyros is tough because, oh, we're passing over the polar ice caps. Moving this thing on just gyros is tough in that sense because it's got so much mass to push around. So we're going to go ahead and use the thrusters to help that. We're going to just lock her in there, yep. Bit of RCS. We brought plenty of RCS fuel. And here we are. That's rather badass. Still got a little extra fuel to begin stabilizing. This might not be enough to get us to the moon. The thought occurs. Whee! Well, basically all we need to do is establish an orbit and then slingshot around and do that thing we did before, the thing that's kind of stupid. We're gonna do that again. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's get ourselves oriented. I could use the nav ball, but it's cooler to do it like this. Alright, come to our direction of movement, which is... Is this the wrong way? That's just badass. That's all that is. Alright, now we'll adjust here and whoop. It's a bit slippy and slidey. Once we clear away this final stage, it'll be much easier to maneuver this thing. Let's get a bit closer. Let's get to about 30 seconds, which I don't know if that's like the best way to do it, but hey. Throttle to full. See where it takes us. The answer is it takes us beautiful places. That's an orbit. Doesn't need to be a completely stable orbit because I'm not looking for orbiting the planet, you know? This will indeed keep us up. It'll keep us aloft. And in fact, we are going to swing around. Going to swing right around the planet. I just never get tired of that time-lapsed orbital view. Rather lovely. What we're going to do, swing around to here and start lengthening that orbit. Alright, let's get ourselves oriented. Get her turned around. Because you see, navigating using the nav ball, it's possible, but eh. Let's get her flipped over. Come on, stability automation. We got plenty of room for this. Now that we know what we're doing, more or less. There we go. We'll make ready to extend that orbit. It's threatening to fall a little bit. We are not in the atmosphere. Hopefully. Okay, we'll give it a bit. Give it a bit. Up, 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 up. Okay, now's the time. It's close enough. Tilt the rocket down. Just use the last little bit. I'll take every bit of fuel I can get, because this is going to get a little bit tight, and Jeb may not be coming home from this one. But the attempt is of value. Are we seeing... Oh my god, I can see the creases in space. Whatever. Having the desired effect on our orbit, and we just burn. That bit of debris will be trapped in orbit forever. Matter of fact, do I want to bother? I'll leave it up there. Eh. Sometimes I'll end the flight on the debris, but like I said, that feels a little bit on the cheesy side. Now we're gonna have lots of fuel here to do what we need to do. Just widen this. We'll go at half throttle. Which is, we're not doing much in terms of thrust, but we're already in orbit, so hey. Widen this to 11.4, and then we wait to get grabbed by the gravity, pretty much. That's shortening that apoapsis. Let's tilt her down just a bit. She's a lot easier to control with that rear stage gun, yeah. We're past our apoapsis. We actually need to start burning. Matter of fact, I'm cool with just coming back around. We'll ride out to this point, and then come on back around. Yeah, that debris will be there forever. I might deorbit it later. That would actually be kind of a cool, like, test of whether we can maneuver something. Be a mission in and of itself, that's for sure. Okay, we want to just whip right around. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come about to where we were. This time we'll start burning at about a minute out, I think, because we're not... Our engine's not a powerhouse. That's not what it was designed to do. Okay. Let's pull her right up. Back to where we were. And get going. Yeah, and this time we're just going to go full throttle, because there we go. Orbital mechanics. We got the fuel anyway. Should be enough for some deceleration too. Escaping the moon will be easier than getting to the moon, whereas getting back to Kerbal will be easier than getting off Kerbal. And we just extend this until the orbits touch. Let's designate the moon as our target. We're about on the plane. Now we cut it out at 11.4, or thereabouts. If it's in the general vicinity. 11.5. That's fine. That's fine. This is an orbit. It's stable. It's something we can ride. So, for the moment, anyhow, we'll say a farewell to the home planet. We'll be back, though. Mr. Gerb will certainly be back, and can we spot our target in there? There you are. There you are. We're probably not gonna... We could do some weird burns to do it, but the more fuel-efficient path... Actually, we've got lots of fuel. That's good, that's good. We're not gonna hit it on this pass around, although it kind of looks like we will. Ooh. There, you. Yeah, see, we're already at this point in our orbit. The next time our closest approach will be here, and we'll just let physics take care of it for us, honestly. We could force the issue. That just looks cool. That's a stellar body moving at a viewable rate. And here we are back at Kerbal, but it's 140,000. That is well clear of the planet. And we can just do the 1F Jeff method, which is where I learned this, which is literally just zoom out like this. And continue doing this until we hit the moon. And hope we don't smack the debris. That's probably not going to happen. It would be funny if it did. I've lost the moon this time. I can't see it. What ifs? And then we whoa. Mun encounter. Hello. Yeah. There we go. And our projected path, were we to escape, would take us out of the goddamn solar system, apparently. We're going to avoid that with Gerb here if we can help it. That'll be for another day. Maybe we'll send a probe out the solar system, see if we can mess with that. But we will get there, everybody. It's on a scale of 1 to happening. I'd rate it happening. Let's go ahead and start messing with things, because this is our shot. So we'll go at 5 minutes, T-minus 5 minutes to our apoapsis. Okay. Let's think. What I want here is to establish an orbit and then go in, kinda. So let's mess about with some things and see what we can do also. It looks like we're gonna pass decently close to some of the other objects here, but I want to mess with this, so we're gonna lock in our center of thrust, or our center of movement. Is that doing what I want it to do? And maybe... It's bending it around. Is that gonna give us what we want? It may just give us what we want. Or it might not. Actually, that kind of looks like it'll smack us right into the moon. I legitimately have no clue what effect that had on us. We could try for min-miss if nothing else. I have the sneaking suspicion it might have done the opposite of what we wanted. Let's continue on this course. Will we even see the other objects in space? No, it doesn't look like it. We passed that point. Okay, let's get close enough for an intercept, and then let's see what we can do about this. Because that's the thing. We'll start to encounter its gravity when it's here. Until that point, there isn't a whole ton we can do. Oh, also, I was going to mention this. I want to do some stuff with docking, including like orbital refueling missions and stuff. Now that would be awesome. Also, it'd be cool when they added like comets and stuff and things that only occur once like a year or two, and then I guess you could set a goal of trying to intercept. Okay, this is happening. Yeah, we're gonna slingshot around, so Let's see if we can't bend that into a more or less... That's widening it. So we will do the opposite in order to get closer to it. We've still got some time, certainly, until it's time. There we go, we're bending it in. I don't even really want an orbit, I just want to land the damn thing. Let's check our fuel levels up. Game. There we go. We could even do some really fucking... It looks like we're going to land on the bright side too, which is kind of what we want. And every little dollop of fuel we expend at this point is getting us what we want. Yeah, we're going to be slingshot out of the system were we to pass directly through the moon, which has been known to happen. Is that going to straighten out our course? It looks like it's slowly straightening us out. It's certainly slowing us down, which is one of those things I'm interested in doing. Yeah. In fact, I think I want this. We're coming, Moon. I can't believe we're doing this. We want to get it as up and down as possible. Which I don't think that's having much of an effect on that. No, it'll... I think that is doing what we want, yeah. Wow, we are moving it like... No, we are literally just gonna sit here and wait for the moon to smack us. Hell, like, literally, we are about to come to a stop in orbital space. This is gonna be interesting, actually. Okay. We've got a bit of fuel to play with, honestly. We've come close before with a satellite, but this really is going to be it in terms of... What's that do to the course? Okay, it's straightening it out. That's what I want. Okay, and we're gonna try to avoid the edge of that crater, and nighttime. Although it looks like the sun will be on our side in terms of that. Accidentally landing in that crater would be pretty funny. If I fuck this up, I'll probably just skip to this part in the next mission where we send Gerb's replacement in. We're going really slow. Like, this is one of those things where we just need to decelerate as we come closer to the moon, which will be accelerating us slowly and steadily. That debris will be there forever. Yeah, smack dab in the middle of the crater. Actually, I could do something to prevent that instead of just sitting here and watching it happen. Or maybe the exact center of the crater would be the place to be. Actually, no. Oh. What does this do? It pushes it into kind of what we exactly didn't want. We have a little fuel to burn on being stupid, so let's give being stupid a try out. That's kind of what I want. It's bringing us out of the crater, but again, it's giving us a curved trajectory. If we're not careful, we'll make orbit. No, that's not terribly likely. Still rather far out from the objective. The plan is literally to kinda sit here until we smack the moon, or the moon smacks us. Okay, so we're out of the crater, but we're gonna land on the edge of a smaller crater. Now what we want to do is begin moving against our motion here as best as we can, and see what effect that has on stuff. Is that straightening us out? It's certainly decelerating us, which I am. Okay, yeah, it's straightening us out. That ain't bad for a course. Okay. We'll use the rest of this fuel on deceleration. If all else, we could send a rescue ship if Dribadiah runs out of fuel. Chanzor. No. If it comes to that, we'll hold a memorial service and mourn him, and then that'll be it. Okay. Well, we're gonna get to the... Just get us on the ground. That part will definitely happen, Captain. Now we just have to argue with the moon about what state we'll be in when we begin. Okay, we're on final descent. We could still escape. Honestly, if we just land this thing on the moon, I'll be happy. Basically, the plan is just burn directly against our motion. We are so not accelerating. Okay. Let's get her a bit closer, huh? There we are. Begin decel. The lightest of things. Actually, this engine probably requires actual... It's not that powerful of an engine. Gonna want a straight up and down course as much as possible. Note to self, next time bring a more powerful engine. Okay, we're at 100,000. Throttle up. Because the thing is, we're gonna get no atmosphere helping us to slow down. No. Well, Shanzor's loving it. And understandably so. Look at this. Kerbin's not in view right now. It's on the other side of the moon. Okay. If there's no atmosphere, it won't fuck up our flight profile, but that's about the end of where the positives go. Luckily, we can use the rest of this fuel for decel. We'll go at about half throttle, I think, yeah. We gotta work with the moon here, because the moon wants us to come. We want to go there too. I think if we tilt it like this, we could even... Where's that moving our course? Not really moving it anywhere. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to get on the moon. And then we'll have to determine if we have enough fuel to get away. That's the thing. Okay, just keep a steady burn like this. I think it will be good. Alright, begin full throttle deceleration. If this engine is powerful enough, we may smack into the moon too fast. Yeah, we may have allowed this to go too fast. Come on. It's gonna be close. I think we fucked it up. Johnzor, I don't know about this. No, no, no. Ah, so close. I need a more powerful engine for my descent. That's the thing. Oof. Well, Gerb. Bits of you reach the moon. Ah. Dude. Where's the lunar? Oh, the lunar station got a perfect view of the ship going down. Yeah, I just didn't start my deceleration soon enough. Because I was worried about fuel. And that's what happened, everybody. I'm not going to show you the entire new launch, but we've proven this vehicle can get onto the moon at least, and that's something I value. Yeah. Flight is ended. Jebediah Kerman was killed. We were just going too fast. I'll come back to you once we're gonna get picked up by the moon again, and we'll see if we can't do the landing better. And like I said, I am gonna replace the final engine stage with something a bit more powerful, because we gonna need it. Now let's see, that's... Yeah, that's the thing, that's 50, that's 200, 215. 1.5, 1.25. I just want a light engine that can do the job. We'll move the landing equipment farther down on the craft in order to make sure that's not the issue. And we just increased the weight for no gain in our acceleration. So we'll have to see how that goes. Otherwise, though, I think it's solid. I think it's a minor iteration, but the advancement 4 will probably get us there. So let's check out who's going to be the second one down. Bill! Another one of the original 3. How few are left at this stage? How few are left? Now, if we look at the staging, first of all, what becomes apparent is we have too many goddamn stages. And we can correct the staging in mid-flight as long as it doesn't completely fuck us up. But in any case, so I'll see you guys when we're headed moonward again.